George Orwell's essay Why I Write is a reflective exploration of the motivations and purposes behind his work as a writer. Published in 1946, the essay offers insight into Orwell's personal experiences and ideological convictions that shaped his literary career. Through a blend of autobiography and analysis, Orwell outlines the factors that drive writers and delves into his own evolution as an author, ultimately emphasizing the intersection of aesthetics and political engagement in his writing. Childhood influences and early writing. Orwell begins by recounting his early fascination with storytelling. As a child, he was naturally drawn to writing and exhibited a vivid imagination, crafting elaborate tales and poems. He notes that his early works were characterized by a sense of personal grandeur and self-centeredness, a phase he identifies as typical for young writers. Orwell's early literary pursuits were not motivated by any noble purpose but by a desire for recognition and validation. Reflecting on his childhood, Orwell identifies four universal motives for writing. 1. Sheer egoism. Writers often seek recognition, fame, and a sense of being remembered after death. Orwell acknowledges that vanity and a desire for self-expression are intrinsic to the act of writing. 2. Aesthetic enthusiasm. The appreciation for beauty in the world and the pleasure derived from crafting well-constructed prose or poetry are key motivators for writers. Orwell highlights the joy of creating rhythm, imagery, and metaphor as central to his work. 3. Historical impulse. Writers often feel a compulsion to record and preserve historical truths for posterity. Orwell emphasizes the importance of honesty and accuracy in representing reality. 4. Political purpose. For Orwell, writing is inseparable from political engagement. He argues that all writing is political in some sense, as it reflects the writer's worldview and seeks to influence others. The evolution of Orwell's political consciousness. Orwell's path to becoming a politically engaged writer was shaped by his experiences and observations of social inequality. Born into a middle-class family in colonial India, he was exposed to the stark contrasts between privilege and poverty from an early age. This awareness deepened during his time as a colonial officer in Burma, an experience that left him disillusioned with imperialism and prompted a critical re-evaluation of his beliefs. The turning point in Orwell's life came in the 1930s, during the economic depression and the rise of totalitarian regimes in Europe. His first-hand encounters with poverty and oppression, particularly during his time living among the working class in England and observing the conditions of miners, profoundly influenced his writing. These experiences instilled in him a sense of moral responsibility to expose injustice and advocate for social change. The role of politics in writing. Orwell's essay argues that the act of writing cannot be divorced from politics. He asserts that every writer's work is shaped by their political beliefs, even if they claim to be apolitical. For Orwell, political purpose does not merely refer to partisan affiliations but to a broader commitment to justice, truth, and the fight against tyranny. In Why I Write, Orwell explicitly states that his literary output after 1936 was driven by a desire to counter totalitarianism and promote democratic socialism. He acknowledges that this political motivation sometimes conflicted with his aesthetic preferences, creating tension in his work. However, he believes that the fusion of artistic expression and political commitment is essential for meaningful writing. The writer's struggle. Orwell is candid about the challenges and contradictions faced by writers. He acknowledges the temptation to write purely for entertainment or personal gain but argues that true literature requires sincerity and purpose. He criticizes writers who prioritize style over substance or who avoid engaging with the pressing issues of their time. Orwell's own journey reflects this struggle. Early in his career, he experimented with different forms and genres, producing works that were often disconnected from his emerging political convictions. However, as he matured as a writer, He found ways to integrate his ideological commitments with his artistic sensibilities. His later works, such as *Animal Farm and *1984*, exemplify this synthesis, using allegory and dystopia to critique authoritarianism and defend individual freedom. Writing as a political act. One of the central arguments in *Why I Write is that writing is inherently a political act. Orwell contends that writers cannot escape the influence of their social and historical context, and their work inevitably reflects their values and beliefs. He emphasizes the importance of using literature as a tool for truth-telling and challenging power structures. Orwell's commitment to truth is evident in his prose style, which he describes as clear and direct. He rejects unnecessary ornamentation and strives for simplicity, believing that clarity is essential for effective communication. This approach aligns with his belief that writing should serve a purpose beyond aesthetic pleasure, functioning as a means of illuminating the world and inspiring action. The balance between aesthetics and politics. While Orwell emphasizes the political dimensions of writing, he does not dismiss the importance of aesthetics. He argues that the best writing achieves a balance between artistic expression and ideological purpose. Orwell's own works demonstrate this balance, combining compelling narratives with incisive social commentary. Orwell's ability to engage readers on both intellectual and emotional levels is a testament to his skill as a writer. By blending vivid imagery, memorable characters, and thought-provoking themes, he creates works that resonate with audiences while addressing urgent political issues. Orwell's reflections on his own development as a writer offer valuable insights into the motivations and responsibilities of authors. His emphasis on the interplay between aesthetics and politics underscores the transformative potential of literature to shape public consciousness and inspire social change. For Orwell, writing is an act of both self-expression and moral engagement. By sharing his journey and convictions, he invites readers to consider the deeper purpose of their own creative endeavors and to recognize the power of words to influence the world. Ultimately, Why I Write serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring significance of literature as a force for truth, justice, and humanity.